Thursday evening, everybody. Pre-Friday, if you're into that sort of thing. I don't know, I'm in real estate, so, you know, that, like, I take Tuesday and Wednesday off, or maybe a Monday or something, but yeah, the weekends are the busy time for me. But I know other people, you know, Friday night, Thursday night, it's all good, man. So, yeah, doing the live stream tonight. I don't know how this is going to work, because, yeah, technical difficulties. I don't know if you can see this on the stream there. Get my head out the way. Nope, it's not going to focus. Anyhow, this is the battery pack for my camera, and, yeah, it broke. So, yeah, it's actually like a live power source battery adapter thing. Yeah, I went to plug it in tonight and it go chunky, and that's no good. So I've got a normal battery in here, and I've got my little flippy monitor out so I can actually see it. And we're going to run in, well, till I get tired, bored, or, you know, the battery runs out. So, yeah, anyhow. Yeah, it's Thursday night. It is, I got a few things, although I don't have, like, my normal internet-based stuff tonight. So, I'm going to try to recap. Last week, was it last weekend? God, seems like it was longer than that. Maybe it was longer than that. Anyhow, had to take the kid back to college. Wife took him up there. She called me on the drive back. She's like, I don't feel good. I'm like, oh no, she's got the crud, man. Like, the crud is going around. It is what it is. And we survived under the same roof for 4 or 5 days. And then I came down with the crud. So, yeah, I mean, she's got like really, really good medical, and she just went to the doctor and they're like, here, take all the stuff. I'm like, I'm not even going to try with the VA, man. Like, they'll be like, yeah, call us in a week if you're not dead. Okay. So, she's patched back up. I am just today getting over it. I'm sure, like, if you've got a decently tuned ear, you can hear I'm still kind of stuffy. I'm not full of joy yet, but I'm getting there. I'm way behind, but because I had 3 days there where I just sat there and stared at the TV, and I'd get up, get a snack, pass out, do it all over again. I couldn't even sit up. I couldn't even check my email. I'm like, okay, well, this is terrible. So today is first functional day I've had in well, since Monday, at least. And yeah, my wife, she's back up and running. Like, they gave her the good drugs. The next day she started to pop back up, but me, just ride it out. So anyhow, got a couple of interesting bets. Again, I wish I could have produced more this time around. I just couldn't get it together, and like I said, I've been sick. I'm still not great. I woke up at 4 this morning, same as I did yesterday. Don't know why. Couldn't go back to sleep. So just, I guess that's the hazards of being sick. Anyhow, let's see. We are live on the YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitch. Oh, hey, I got somebody watching on both Facebook and Twitch. That's awesome. One quick bit here. I think maybe not tonight. I don't know. But I think going forward, I've talked about divvying up my days. I'll definitely get to that. But I think I'm also just going to do like an intro on Facebook, and then drop a link to like my YouTube channel or something like that. And then cut off Facebook before I really get into the meat and taters. Simply because if I play any memes or anything, Facebook's like, you don't own that, and they like completely mute my video, and it's just not like, way to suck the fun out of everything. So I think in the future, yeah, YouTube or Twitch. Twitch is awesome. Twitch is like, we don't care. It's the Wild West, man. We're all good. So, but yeah, that's what's going on over there. What's going on over there? Anyhow, so yeah, I'm gonna just kind of riff tonight, have a little bit of fun. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm not gonna tell you all a whole bunch of crazy stuff, because really I don't have it queued up, because I haven't been good enough to queue it up. But a couple of things that I do want to talk about, and they are not directly real estate related, but for those of you who have been paying attention, I have not. I had to Google it before I went live. Today is the 16th, and Monday is Trump's inauguration at noon. It's going to be interesting. I have no idea how this is going to shake out. There we go. Crystal ball, tell me, how's this going to shake out? It doesn't know. Nobody knows. There's a bunch of I'm going to call on Facebook that are, you know, constantly like trying to generate comments on real estate groups. They're like, oh, it's going to crash the market. Oh, it's going to do this. And all they're trying to do is like farm for engagement. And I hate that. Like after you've seen the same thing with the same misspelling 5 times, you're like, okay, clearly it's not legit. Facebook has no problem with that stuff. Let me put out a video though. And they're like, oh no, how dare you? So anyhow, but I have no real actual predictions as to how things are going to go once President Trump is inaugurated on Monday. I've heard a bunch of stuff over the years. There's some truth to all of it, but at the end of the day, it's a change. Oh, sorry. Either I'm going to be sipping my water or I need a cough drop or something. That's all there is to it. But yeah, it's going to be a change. Markets kind of like stability. But then again, I don't know. All it is we're gonna have to see how everything shakes out. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know something's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. So, but yeah, speaking of President Biden's last days in office, President Biden, what was it, 2 days ago, something like that? Oh, hey, you know, we're gonna pass this thing and try and ban cigarettes. Okay, I remember when he took office and he's like, no, menthols are terrible, man. We can't have that anymore. And that one didn't fly. And now his parting shot is to, you know, go after cigarettes. I was like, okay. Not sure if I want that to be, you know, what you want to have on the way out the door, because you can have a lot of people mad about that. Not saying whether I'd be mad about that. No. So, and speaking of which, and this one, we'll come back here in a second, the alternative to smoking for a lot of the population, less unhealthy option is to vape. And yeah, I just got an email from one company, and they said that the state of California is banning flavors for your vape. I'm like, nanny state kind of stuff, man. Just makes me so happy I'm in Florida. But you know, like that might be the final straw. Somebody may say, you know, I want my bubblegum flavored vape. I'm not going to live in California anymore. Or maybe there's going to be a, how do I say this in a way that I don't wind up talking to somebody with a badge. Maybe there will become a different pipeline to get such products out to those kind of areas where they're frowned upon. I don't know. I'm not saying I ain't going to do that, but it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, it starts turning up that there's gray market or black market, because, you know, like, why are you making things difficult for people? I hate this nanny state stuff. Don't get me wrong, this is not a new thing for me. Like, I still remember when Dee Snider went in front of Congress and gave them an earful about, you know, music lyrics. Tipper Gore. Anyhow, that's enough on the political rant there. I'm just saying things are about to change. In preparation for which, while I was sitting here in my stupor, trying to stay vertical, I did queue up and watch the movie The Big Short. You know, that's kind of like the movie Contact. That I'm not usually going to go out of my way and load up Contact and watch it, but man, if it's on TV, I'm not going to change the channel. That's a good movie. Same thing with Big Short. It's a little brainy. Definitely a little bit more niche, but you know, when you're in the real estate market, it's like, that's a great movie. So yeah, I watched that and I'm like all fired up, and I dig it. You know, I love the mechanics of this, because there's so much to anything. Excuse me. Any portion of real estate, there's so much to it. And it's such a fascinating concept, and even the quote-unquote experts who've been doing it forever, even they're like, man, I learned something new today. And I love that. I love that people who've been doing it for their entire life learn something new. It's such a cool thing. So Anyhow, let me pop over here to the browser memes and chat, which I don't have anything loaded up quite yet. But you can chat from wherever you're at. Oh, Michelle Rothwell's on. Hey, Michelle, thank you. You can chat from wherever you're at. Just drop a comment. It doesn't matter where you're watching on. It's YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, LinkedIn. I don't know if anybody's even ever watched a video on LinkedIn. I don't know. I struggle with LinkedIn. It's, I know if you're like trying to climb the corporate ladder or something, but it's weird for those of us who aren't. It's like, I don't know. Always, I don't know. It doesn't give me warm fuzzies to operate over there, which on the other hand, I really should be focusing on it because, everybody's a professional there, or at least in theory, most people are. And that means they've got income, which means they can buy a house. So maybe I do need to focus more on my market on LinkedIn. Anyhow, yeah, if y'all have questions, comments, leave them wherever you're watching at. And yeah, we're going to have a good time tonight. Like I said, not going to be on here forever, but will that work too? There we go. You know, check me out over on YouTube at Zach Kid Agent. I need to redo some of this. That was in the game plan for this week too, and I just couldn't do it. I was like, all I could do was sip coffee and watch TV. It's been terrible. So anyhow, let's see. Don't have monthly stats for you. I've got some good fraud stuff, but I want to like pull that all together and do a fraud Friday, military Monday. Like I'm going to get these things portioned off, which means I got to redo some of this stuff. And again, I'm behind the power curve on it. I'll admit that. 2025 has already been a rough year. I want to unsubscribe. I have not enjoyed the free trial. But yeah, y'all let me know how it's going for you. By the way, next week, the 22nd, God, where's January gone? It's like, I saw this quote one time and I thought it was just perfect. It said, "The days may drag, but the weeks fly." And it's so true. It's like, that wasn't yesterday, Christmas morning? Boom, here we are. So anyhow, I think it's next week, 22nd, I will be doing the Grippy Sock live stream. Just the completely off the wall stuff. Number one, it's on the 22nd of the month, so it's the 22 until none. We're with the vets. It's so tough, man. Like, I hate that social media censors common words, common phrases. You can't say stuff, even if it's supportive. So anyhow, but yeah, we're just going to hang out, have a good time, and let it rip. Let it, get in here and riff. Because, it's a thing. Like, I want to be supportive of my fellow vets. And I want to support each other. I've made some good connections over the years with that. So anyhow, I think a lot of us don't talk about the crazy stuff that we've had to deal with most of the time, just because most people can't understand it. If you haven't been in service, if you haven't, there's a lot of variety in all of that, and it's good to have other people who at least have the basis to understand what you're talking about. There's plenty of guys out there, like one of my favorites is Austin. He is hysterical. But we got good guys out there who do supportive stuff and supportive videos, and I want to be one of those guys. So, and I just had a little thought right through something I was thinking about. Oh yeah, and yes, we're coming up on the TikTok ban. So everybody's moving over to, what is it, Redbook? What, I don't know. And yeah, that's not going well for a lot of people. And they're like, a lot of them are going, "Hey, this is Chinese communist stuff." And everybody's like, yeah, like it's kind of in the name. So that's kind of funny to see that backlash. Who knows? Is TikTok actually going to get banned? I don't know. Also, shockingly, I'm a drone guy. I do a lot of drone work. Did some this week, which I really would like to play on here, but I'm not set up for it right now. I might be able to pull something together here real quick. But anyhow, if y'all want to see it, leave me a comment. I'll put it up there. But Yeah, the DJI, which they're the leading drone company in the world, their drones they're incredible. They do great stuff. I've owned two DJIs and I've got a Altel, which is a completely different company. DJI technology whoops the Altel. The Altel's camera whooped the DJI. And the thing is, DJI has, since 2013, they've had their own separate program. Excuse me, dang it, man. Their own separate thing within their program called geofencing. And we don't think you should fly in this area. It had no basis in reality. It's just they didn't think that was a good spot for you to fly. You wouldn't be able to fly there. Now, there were, well, you're kind of where it's probably not great, but, just click a few check boxes and say you take responsibility. All right, fine. But if you wanted to get into some of the more restricted areas as far as DJI was concerned, you couldn't do it when you were out in the field. You had to come back home to an actual computer. Like, you couldn't do it on a tablet, you couldn't do it on a phone. I even tried one time using my phone's hotspot with my laptop, and it was like, no, you can't do that. But it was all to try to unlock their zone for me to be able to fly the drone in an area that they didn't think that I probably should fly the drone. Had no basis with actual FAA regulations, anything else. I've got my drone license, Part 107 certificate. It's not actually a license. So, I know pretty much what I'm talking about on this. And yeah, it had no basis in reality. Now, mind you, the idea of you shouldn't fly next to Tampa International Airport, totally valid. But people like me who actually have the license, at least in theory, we can theoretically get permission from the FAA to fly a drone in the middle of Tampa International Airport. Now, that's a test question. How would you do it? I'm not going to give you the full test question, but yes, it's a thing. You totally could. Legally, perfectly valid thing to do. DJI is like, nope, I don't care what circumstances are, you can't do it. And if you do, you got to go through some really crazy stuff, and it's only like they're such a pain. So anyhow, that's part of the thing that has come out from this past year. They were going to ban DJI drones because they collect data while they're doing that. Now, mind you, yes, DJI is based somewhat in China, but we just had Pokemon Go, which that's Japan, and they're like, oh yeah, like the game didn't really matter. We were just using the augmented reality feature to completely farm all of the geographic data in the US. But you don't hear the government calling for a complete and total ban of Pokemon Go. Like, nope, not a peep out of them about that. But it was insane the amount of data that they harvested from Pokemon Go players. DJI's like, just don't fly near an airport. Okay, I mean, mind you, it was more than that, but and yes, you could, like, you have location data, and the function of that is like I have my data files from my flights that say exactly what my altitude was, my GPS coordinates, where I started, where I landed, how long my flight was. It's all recorded. Which, okay, maybe that gets back to DJI. Do I care? No. Even if I'm flying in a sensitive area, nobody's really going to care about that. Now, if there's some incident out there that my drone interferes with a helicopter, or plane operation, like it did out in California with the firefighter plane, I want that data to be able to say, no, that was not me, or I was flying at 50 feet in a canyon. Sorry. Like, it wasn't a restricted area, no temporary flight restrictions, no notice to airmen. Like, it's open airspace. What do you want me to do about it? Like, that's important. So for me, the data files were a feature, massive feature. I still don't understand how that could potentially be used as a negative. Pokemon Go, yeah, totally understand how that was a thing. Excuse me. God, I didn't realize how tough this was going to be. But anyhow, yeah, so, you got DJI. Oh, hey, they're Chinese. Whatever, man. The reason I switched over to Autel, the technology, not nearly as good. Like, the tracking on the Autel is like, maybe we'll follow. They'll follow a person. Boat, car. Nah, man, what are you talking about? Like, even my oldest DJI had no problem doing that. The Autel's, like, it's just kind of stupid about a lot of stuff. And with I've done the latest, greatest updates on it too, and I still struggle to get it to fly in a straight line. I push one stick to go forward, and it's like, so infuriating. But the camera's banging, man. Oh my God. And the Autel does not have geofencing. So, in theory, if I want to launch my drone at Tampa International Airport, the Autel's like, go on, man, take off. So, now, mind you, responsible. I know what I'm doing. That's the whole point. Yes, freedom, responsibility. Gotta have both. But yeah, it was like that got me, because if I already have permission from the FAA, which if I'm flying near the airport, I do. Why is my drone going to tell me I can't? That's the same mentality as, hey, you've got a Chevy. Great. All right, cool, Chevy. I'm driving down the road. Oh, hey, you're getting close to the interstate. We're going to shut your car off. What? You didn't pre-authorize to drive your car on the interstate. Okay, can I just hit a button? No. That's dangerous. Like, what a stupid idea. So, anyhow, basically, yeah, so that's the history. Past 10 years with DJI. Last year, at the end of last year, DJI is like, well, maybe we don't need geofencing anymore. Great, so you've got a ban coming up in 2025, and now you're thinking, maybe we don't need geofencing. Really? And look, as somebody who's licensed, blah, 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 I want the ability to say, got my license, knock that geofencing crap off. No, they're just nightmarish. And again, it was like a few years ago, there was an unofficial way to remove the geofencing. Hack. And I totally understand why people did it. You're a responsible flyer, you know what you're doing. Cool, go for it. Like that's how it should be. So I don't know how this is going to shake out. I don't know what's going on with the ban. I mean, because, it hasn't actually gone through yet. And even if it does, who knows if it actually makes it across the finish line. But I think it's real interesting that DJI was like, maybe we don't need that anymore. You didn't need it to begin with. I understand. 2013, cool, man. Like, it was a budding consumer market. And a lot of, like, there were no regulations. There wasn't a lot of information. There wasn't structure that like you did. There was no path for a lot of this stuff because it didn't exist. Now it does. And now they're geofencing, which was completely arbitrary. Like, oh, hey, we might have an airplane fly through here. No, you can't take off. What do you mean? I'm like 10 miles from the nearest airport. Well, but this is on an approach lane. Yes, and there are 5,000 feet. We're fine at 400 feet. Anyhow, so yeah, DJI, yeah. So happy that's, hey, there we go. Watch me over on YouTube. Hey, still got somebody watching on Twitch. That's probably my mom. Hi, Mom. Anyhow, but yeah, it's like this, may you live in interesting times. Things are about to get real interesting. So we got Donald Trump coming in, Joe Biden going out, banning cigarettes on his way. California, all the fires. Like, I didn't hear anybody say, oh, we're going to deal with the fire damage based on equity. Florida, North Carolina, that's what we heard. Maybe we'll send you a check for $700, $750. I haven't heard that on the news about California. So California banned the flavored vape products. That's the last straw. Come on down to Florida. Just, you got to leave the California thing behind you, though. Like, I get it. I was stationed in California. Beautiful out on the coast. Beautiful up in the mountains. Otherwise, and like some great history there too. Otherwise, like I'm planning a trip with my wife. I will never say when we actually go. I might say when we get back, but yeah, like I want to go out there. It has been a very long time since I've been in California, and there were things that I really liked while I was out there. But we're just going to pass through. I'm going to do the smart thing. I'm going to fly out and rent a car in California, because they don't care. You got a Nevada plate, boom, you're going straight to jail, man, because hey, we don't like your exhaust. Or your car doesn't meet smog standards. It's a rental from the neighboring state. Nope, not good enough. Like, yeah. So, but yeah, they got major problems out there. But I still, like, there's a bunch of stuff that I'm like, baby, we got to go out there so you can see these things. The words do not do it justice until you've actually been there and seen it. So, but yeah, California, whew, man, I was getting out of the military when I was still stationed in California, and they're like, okay, here's your DD-214, you can leave. And I was already out of state. I was like, bye, get me out of here. Oh yeah. Why am I dropping frames? I don't know, but doesn't seem to be too bad. Y'all let me know if it's really bad out there. I'm going to reset that. It might be my background. I don't know. Just keep trying to tune it up and make things happen. So anyway, yeah, good ramble tonight. So yeah, things are about to change. They're about to change in a big way. And I don't know how it's going to shake out. I don't know what that's going to do for the real estate market. I mean, our prices have been up there. Interest rates have been up there. Time on market is taking longer and longer to sell a place. Maybe Trump gets in there and they go, cool, man, yay, we're happy again. Let's drop those interest rates back down, and then it's going to be a feeding frenzy. So, and we're also now talking. We've got people who are still displaced from the hurricanes. Now you got people displaced from the fires. There's going to be a lot of demand. That there's no two ways about that. But in that comes opportunity too. So anyhow, oh look, I'm at 30 minutes. This is great. Sweet. I dig it. One of these days I'll like share over my screen and y'all can be like, you've got all that going on? Yeah. Yeah. It's a little crazy. So yes, I'm sporting the glasses tonight because I had to take my contacts out because I was sick, and I'm like, I just want to rub my eyes. Anyhow, let's go over to browser memes and chat here. Again, you can chat from wherever you're watching at, if anybody's even watching. Mom's still watching. Love you, Mama. Anyhow, let's pop in, take a look at the listings. Oh, I did not lose my camera. It just shut off. It shut off the screen on the side. Okay, cool. As long as it's still working. So yeah, here's my current listing, 290 13th Avenue North in Safety Harbor. Got some nice pictures. Drone work. Right. Look at this place. Banging living room. Fireplace, sliding glass doors, like look out over the pool. There you go. And that's a wood burning fireplace. It's got an AC system right there. Oh, just absolutely banging. Entryway, which I photographed in the afternoon. That was a bit of a problem. The rest of the house needs some serious help, man. Like, this is the front bathroom, which is off of this room, which has this little weird thingy. Like, I don't know what that little alcove is. You can see there's a little plant right there. I don't know. It's got some quirks, right? Like some real quirks. But yeah. Then this is like the dining room kind of area, living like kind of blended space. It too overlooks the banging pool. This looking from those sliding glass doors back towards it. I love the little built-in bookshelves. So cute. And it's got 4 beds, 3 baths. There we go. Big bedroom. Look at this kitchen. It's just terrible. It's terrible. Like I'm not candy covering it. This is a terrible kitchen. I don't know how it got built that way. But it needs help. But that's good opportunity. Kitchen backs up the wall in between here, right over the pool. That'd be good for an indoor-outdoor kitchen. Like you could pair off the kitchens there. So another bedroom. It's really is a cute place. There you go. Yeah, you can put the backside of your kitchen out to an outdoor kitchen. I mean, if nothing else, put a pass-through through there. A proper one. Excuse me, bathroom one, the central bathroom that's in the middle of the house there. It's dated, it needs some help. It's not terrible, but yeah, it's okay. This is the third bedroom. This is in the back, and this is, I would call it the primary because it does have the ensuite bathroom. There you go. There's the ensuite bathroom. And it's got this funky little room over here with the glass block. Totally dig it. It's got a sliding little pocket door to get in there, and it's tile, and it's just like the most random room. Let's see. Oh, hey. Yeah. Okay. Well, for those of you who are fans of the TV show Dexter. Yeah. This room just needs a floor drain. Like it's kind of honestly kind of creepy, but we figured out what it is. There's actually an old sidewalk that comes up that side of the house and stops right behind there. So it used to be a second entrance, which makes sense that it's a mudroom. That's the primary bath. Yeah, terrible, I tell you. And then you've got this fourth bedroom here. Looks out over the pool. Gorgeous view. I would normally call those sliding glass doors. They're just glass doors. Those things, they don't slide. Like, I'm not a small dude. I can barely budge them. Oh man, that is rough. I'm normally not. Yeah. Ooh, may need a cough drop. Anyhow, yeah. They're glass doors. They are not sliding glass doors. Got a banging pool though. And, you know, it's got the bird cage over the pool, and here's your outdoor dining area. So yeah, you could, you know, sit there next to the pool. That's the kitchen window right there. So yeah, it'd be great little setup if you're into indoor outdoor lifestyle Florida thing. There's the shed, and ignore the stuff in the shed. It's just, you know, a lot of good storage space for you. And then it's got an RV parking pad too. So it is on a double lot on a corner, 3 blocks from downtown Safety Harbor. It's a banging little property that has some serious faults to it. And I'm happy to say what those faults are, because I would rather have you go, man, that's not for me, than to have a bunch of traffic and have people go, dude, that's not for us. Why did you bother? But yeah, if you've got a little extra budget, there is meat on the bone on this one. You can get in there, do some updating, kitchen, baths, maybe put in like some actual lights. Like I would say, especially if you've got somebody that's a good friend who's a licensed electrician who can do the stuff the right way. There's a bunch of little electrical nitpicks in there, like some of the bedrooms, the light switch is way over there compared to where the door is. Like, you know, it just kind of break, like even in the bathroom, like you got to get past the door to get to where the light switch is. It's just weird. Little things like that would increase the value. I mean, I know that's kind of major surgery on a house, but in the long run, that would just do wonders for the value. But yeah, kitchen and baths, and fix the rest of the actual problems in there. That's $1 million property all day long, but it's only currently listed at $750. So you can do some stuff with that. I do have a video that I was going to put up on here, but I ran out of time, from Jason Powers over at Titan Home Lending. They specialize in purchase and renovation loans. That's FHA 203K. VA has purchase and reno loans. There's a conventional program through Fannie Mae. Or you could just do a normal loan on it and pay out of pocket to do your renos. VA, well, no, at this price point, you know, you're going to be coming up out of pocket for something. So But yeah, it's definitely got meat on the bone there, and it's an amazing, like, the whole property here. There we go. Yeah, they got this landscaping area over here that they did have a grant for doing the landscaping on that side. That grant expired, but I'm sure you could reapply for it if you wanted to. But look at this. It's like, okay, there you go. You've got, there's the house. That's downtown Safety Harbor, like at the top third, and at the very top there, that's downtown Tampa, the Courtney Campbell Causeway. It's just a banging location. There's no two ways about it. I totally love this place, and you know, I don't know, I dig it. I like the area. It's quirky. It's fun. The property itself is huge, and it all wraps around the pool. It's got an RV parking pad, which is awesome. And yeah, so you got the living room, and then I won't be able to draw, but there you can see that big gap on the top left there. That's where the pool is. So, you know, it's a good size property, and 2,700 square feet, like plus, I don't know, 2,745. I don't memorize this stuff because if you need to know exactly, I'll look it up for you. But yeah, I mean, it's a good size property. It's got so much potential that you just got to have a little bit of vision and a little bit of money, and you could make this place just gangbusters. And we've walked through a few of the potential upgrades, renovations that we would talk about doing. And yeah, like well, again, I can't draw, so I can't really talk through this correctly. But there's the front bedroom meets up with the bathroom there. Oh yeah, you turn that into a proper either Jack and Jill bath, or you know, swap it out. So you know, you have two that have en suites, like, and then the back room that overlooks the pool. That is like Siamese off of, God, can you even say that anymore? But yeah, it's back to back with the existing bathroom and the master. So like you could gut the master bath and bust through the wall and make it like, or, you know, kind of go off of that. So you could have two, like you would wind up with three primary suites there, three primaries, masters, whatever. The three that have ensuite bathrooms. That like, and it would not take major surgery to do that. And the rest of it just needs upgrades. So, but that kitchen, oh man, that kitchen is just terrible. That is like, it's embarrassing how bad that kitchen is. And then you look at the kitchen and you're like, but the living room is so gorgeous. I don't know how it got that way. The house was built in 1955. And you can tell like where the original roof line is and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was added on to, and whatever. Like it needs somebody who's got a little bit of vision and some, you know, a little bit of money behind them. And yeah, $1 million property all day long. So that's my good listing there. Nope, go away. Go away. There we go. Get rid of that. There we go. We're back to blank. Yay. Let's see. Anybody on chat? Nope. Michelle dropped off. Everybody else is. Oh, but hey, nobody's on Facebook either. It's all good. Love anybody for watching anyway. So yeah, let's go back over here real quick. Yeah. Back over here. There we go. I've got my touch portal, which I love this touch portal program. And I've got another one that I did the purchase on that I can say something into my microphone and it'll do it on here for me, which is awesome. So yeah, that's part of like, I've got to get, I've got a list of projects to do with all of this, but once it gets going, it's going to be so simple for me to do, and it's going to look so good. And I do think I figured out the guest audio thing. I just haven't had the ability to get into it this week, but it was like, oh, I had an aha moment there. I was like, oh, it's probably this thing. So I just have to go in and poke, and fortunately I figured a workaround that I don't need another person here with a laptop to be able to come on as a guest for me to figure out if it's working or not. I can actually do it through my phone and set it here and work my way through. So yeah, this close to making it happen, but I got to stop being sick to be able to do things. So I don't know. It's been an interesting few weeks already. It's going to keep being an interesting few weeks. Anyhow, I've been on here 41 minutes so far. That's not too late. But yeah, I think it's about time to call it. I got some other good stuff to come up with later that I will definitely get through. I'm just not there today. It's all good. So, yeah, I can't wait to be able to fire this one off too. Anyhow, but yeah, thanks for joining me. I should, like I said, I'm still stuffy. I should be able to get back up on the horse like I'm on it tonight. I pulled an all dayer. I wasn't great. I had my Excedrin migraine and but I pulled an all dayer. Should be okay. Tomorrow I can finish off the rest of these projects and we can get rock and rolling on some stuff, and I'm excited about that. Like I'm going to be so happy to have guests back on, to be able to publish the rest of my guest spots and really start getting some momentum going for 2025. I love doing this. I love doing the podcast stuff. It's just been a lot of setup and a lot of things still need tweaking to get where I need them to be, and there's only one guy who can do it. So anyhow, thanks for joining me this evening. Happy Thursday. Enjoy your Friday and your weekend, and I will be back on here just as soon as I can. Don't know if it's actually going to be Military Monday this week, but Grippy Sock next week, and we'll see how everything else shakes out.